Alright, last episode we got to the end of mission 10. I just have to work through and actually clean up the rest of the map, so it'll take a bit, but we'll get that done. And then we'll get to missions 11 and 12.
Of course. Yes, make it quick.
Wait to get some mana back here. Still trying to build stuff, huh?
Yes, very well. Make it
Also gotta take out the remaining towers. It's the most dangerous thing.
Make it cool. Very well. Yes.
I can send in the dragons and the other units to help here. I do have some archers left, but I think if I wait on their mana to come back, I should be able to kill them pretty safely. Those are the last combat units I have to deal with, I think.
Yes. Very well. Make it very well.
I'm just having them attack while I wait for their region. Oh, I have a third one. Oh, that'll help.
Very well. We're being attacked!
Oh, they built a new tower there. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's attacking?
Of course.
At least I didn't die in the process. That would be annoying.
Very well. Of course. Of course. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna try to get them all to have enough mana that I can stack a bunch of things to safely kill the archers here.
Make it quick. Very well. Very well. Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Of course. Yes. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course.
As long as they don't die, I can get my health back. If they hit me a couple times, it's okay.
Of course. Yes. Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Yes. Very well.
Should be okay. Gotta take out these towers now. Once their mana comes back.
Make it yes. Yes. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it Make it make it quick.
Okay. Should be completely safe now. I think the archers are the last big risk.
Very well.
I had to time them coming around the corner there.
Make it quick. Make it of course. Very well.
Don't think the computer's building any more towers at this point, thankfully. Alright, so red I can probably send dragons to help clean up here. Just trying to see. I know white built a shitload of towers and red built some new ones down here, so I'm gonna have to go down and slowly take those out. Let me try to destroy their units and economy as much as humanly possible first.
Very well. Very well. Yes, of course. Make it quick.
Some health back just in case I make some mistakes with attacking towers later.
Very well. Very well. Very well. Of course.
I am going to send other units to finish off these buildings, but in the meantime I think I have to go through and use the Death Knights to knock out all the remaining towers here. So I'm going to do that.
Very well. Make it quick. Yes, very well. Of course, make it very well.
Really?
Make it quick. Of course. Yes.
That was weird, but okay.
Very well. Yes, of course. Make it of course.
Probably kill that guy.
Of course. Of course. Yes. Very well. Yeah, very well. Yes.
Those don't seem to work as well for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Weird.
Very well.
Another tower up here.
Yes. Of course. Yes.
Okay. We can send other people to deal with those.
Very well.
Take out their town hall. I can probably send other units for it. We gotta take out the towers first.
Very well.
I think this is the only mission I've been in where the computer is this aggressive about tower building. No, nice. Congrats, Walter.
Yes, of course. Of course. Yes, make it quick. Yeah, very well. Of course.
Wish polymorphing was more economical in this game. It's really good when the computer uses it against you.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Well, the towers are in the way of the dragon's pathing, so I was waiting until they were taken care of to make sure it didn't get hit by another tower.
Very well.
Problem is the computer's been rebuilding towers the entire map. I don't know if they're just finally out now. They've killed enough of their peons that they can't do that anymore.
Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Of course. Of course. Yes. Yes.
I had that one Death Knight that walked past a new tower right at the start of the episode.
Make it quick.
Worried about.
Of course. Yes. Of course. Yes. Of course.
They blew another tower down here. Oh god. No, stop it. Jesus.
Of course.
They just walked close enough, chased the peasant down, I guess. Fortunately, I'm almost dead.
Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Yes. Make it quick. Very well.
So worry about trusting the dragons to not kill each other if they're too close to each other.
Yes. Make it quick. Yes. Yes. Very well.
It's weird, these towers sometimes just ignore all damage from Death and Decay. Yeah, but if the dragon's over there and the computer builds a tower near them, and I'm not watching the minimap, the dragon's just dead. I want to make sure that their economy is completely shut down. I think I've killed all their peons now.
Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Very well.
Everything else is manageable, I think.
What ho? Fallen King. In your name. At your service. In your name.
No, I had another Death Knight. No, whatever. It's fine.
Very well. Very well. Very well. Make it quick. Very well. Of course. Yes. Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Of course. Very well. Very well. We move.
I think this mission would have made so much more sense if they gave the paladins you start with heal.
Yes.
I honestly think that was an oversight, so error.
Make it. Of course. Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Very well. Silence. We move. We move.
Yeah, all the remaining missions are route missions, unfortunately. Final Human mission was kind of cool. It was one where you had to have Khadgar destroy the Dark Portal at all costs. So you're up against really difficult forces.
Defending your honor. We move.
Okay, have them set to patrol. Hopefully that's good enough here.
Make it Of course. Very well. Make it Of course. Very well. Yes. Of course. Of course. Very, very well. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it very well. Make it quick. Of course. Make it very well. Very well. We're being attacked!
Oh, does Death and Decay hurt my dragon from the air? Incredible.
Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick.
So I actually need to delete these saves here. So I'm probably going to use all my files again. Try to do some pre-stream deleting, but right, like Metal Gear Solid 5.
in your control and the jeweled scepter delivered to Ner'zhul, only one artifact remains to be won. The mages of Dalaran have created a device to focus their magics in an effort to reconstruct the Violet Citadel.
Most tactical RPGs.
Ner'zhul desires this Eye of Dalaran to focus the dark powers of the underworld for the creation of his portals. Terran Gorfiend has traveled to the stronghold of the human mages at Cross Island, where they now rebuilt their towers amid heavy fortifications. You must break through their shoreline defenses, establish a base, and capture the Eye of Dalaran. No walls will protect them from the vengeance of the Horde.
I think destroy all mage towers, destroy all of Dalaran Violet is rout the enemy, but I'll take a look at the map really quick. Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Huh. Start with Death Coil, but not Death and Decay. Oh, and I start... Okay. Sure. Let me look at the map really quick. Make my plan. Okay, so this is us down here. This is where we start. Terran Gorfiend is my hero unit. Might have been nice if I had Death and Decay. Oh my god, there is a comical number of towers on the shoreline, although it looks like the towers are all white. So maybe I can ignore all of this. No, I can't. They have a Gryphon at the bottom. Okay. I guess I have to send dragons down there because of the forest. I won't be able to chop it down in time. Last mission, I ran into trouble because they're running out of mines, so let me mark all of them here. There's one. There's one. I'd almost rather the computer pump all of their economy into units instead of towers at the end. There's one. There's one. Dalaran doesn't have any micro, it looks like. Oh, no, they do down here. Okay. So I got to capture at least one of those mines pretty early. My starting units aren't going to cut it. I assume this isn't a micro-only mission, right? Yeah, I can build everything, so I am expected to do some mining on this level. Okay. So I got to figure out where I'm going first. That mine might be nice because it's got its back against the wall and there's some decent amount of forest nearby. What I don't know is how much is in there. Do I start with a... I don't think I start with a Zeppelin on this level. Let me check the map. I could try to send some dragons down there to Suicide to just see how much gold is in each of the mines and then restart. It's probably the one that I'm most realistically able to take, I think. Although maybe they're also offering this one as a possibility. So maybe I ought to do both. Yeah? Oh yeah, there's one Zeppelin in the center. Right. Deus Ex was fun and had some interesting stuff, but 90% of the time it was crawling around offices, knocking dudes out and searching computers and stuff. $60,000 in that mine, not being attacked from the start. There's a non-aggro white Gryphon down there? Okay, weird. Sure, yeah, I could see that for Skies. Battle, you're often making the same decisions. I'm already getting attacked by Gryphons. It's basically mirrored. This one has 80,000 gold instead of 60,000 though, so maybe that does change my thoughts. Let me write that on the map here. $80K, $60K. It's just the one more mine, isn't there? I guess there's two technically.
We're being attacked!
212,000. Cool. Glad the computer starts with that. I guess whatever mine they start with probably tends to have more resources to give me a chance to capture it before they deplete it. Wow, that mine is... This is worthless. 30k. Okay, well, that seems to lay out my plan for me here, especially if I'm being attacked by this Gryphon immediately and this Gryphon is like idling. So I think I gotta minimize the number of these towers that I'm fighting. It doesn't seem worth it to kill all of these. I don't think they can build anything after I get out of here. Is there any line where there are no cannon towers? No. Well, I guess straight down on the far western edge, I might be out of range of that cannon tower, but I kind of don't expect it to work that way. And there are no cannon towers that aren't protected by multiple arrow towers, so I can't like send dragons in to take them out. So I think I'm just going to have to rush the shoreline with the dragons and the ships to take out as many of these cannon and arrow towers as I can in one area, and then just rush as far as I can. I'm trying to see where are they furthest separate from each other. I guess like here, but then the problem is the shipyard is in the way of getting all the units on the island. So maybe in theory we go here, try to take out these guys, and then I have to like really carefully maneuver everyone so that they don't get immediately killed by the towers here and here. So possibly once I destroy these two, I can send the dragons down to somewhat safely take out this guy from the safety of the air if they're just out of range of the arrow tower south of it. Hopefully we can do something about these knights. I kind of want to just sneak up here, and I don't know if I need to bother taking out this building, but we definitely want to get up to this gold mine and set up shop here after destroying their Gryphon. Archers are going to be a problem. I guess I'll let them come to me. I'm going to try to just avoid the rest of the shoreline after I cross the ocean here. This map, I am eventually... Well, no, I don't ever need boats after the start of the mission, because there's a land bridge to get into Dalaran, ? Huh, that's an interesting layout. Technically, no. I'm going to have... I keep saying I'm going to do this map without dragons, but once again, we've got a map where you need something that's able to cross the river, because you can't build a shipyard on this. So what's probably going to happen is I'm going to have some Death Knights to Death and Decay down the arrow towers, and all of the many Ballistae. Take everything out and then send dragons in to clean up what's on the inside of the island. Because at least it's all cannon towers on the inside, so the Death Knight should be able to mop up the outside of it. I might try to rush early DKs instead of dragons and save dragons for the end of the map. I can get Death and Decay researched up here in this corner. I can try to use that to slowly move down and take out the rest of their towers and shit on this western edge of the map. But I think I kind of sort of have an idea of what I'm doing here. Big part of the problem is they've got all these starting boats that are just going to harass me at the start of the map, and I don't know the best and safest way to deal with them. I suppose I could send my dragons up right away to try to take out these destroyers while these guys take out the ones here. Maybe I'll give that an attempt. Yeah, it has made it better for sure. See how it goes.
The Book of Medivh.
Great.
We're being attacked. Yes, Captain. Ahoy.
Instant boat sink at the start of the map there. Horrible.
Aye, matey. I would love to. Aye, matey. Yes, Captain. Arg, you're the captain. Yes, Captain. You're the captain. Yes, Captain. Ahoy! Would you want me kill? All right. Would you want me kill? All right. Arg. Ahoy! Would you call me? All right.
Just out of range.
With the book of... Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Arg. Ahoy. Aye, matey. Ahoy. Yes, Captain. Aye, matey. You're the captain. Aye, matey. I would love to. Arg. You're the captain.
Oh, they killed my dragon already.
With the book of... Yes, you're the captain. I would love to. Aye, matey.
Try just running them all south, maybe.
Arg. Yes, Captain. I would love to.
Trying to lure their boats in range of my
Okay.
archers, maybe?
Arg. I would love to. Yes, Captain. You're the captain. What you want to do? All right. Aye, matey. I would love to.
I don't know how you do this on max speed without just losing all your units almost instantly, right?
What you want me to do? Okay. Arg, you're the captain. What you want me to do, the boss? Okay. We're being attacked.
Lost a dragon.
Okay.
Maybe that's acceptable, I don't know.
I would love to. I would love to. Ahoy. All right. What you want me to? Okay. Yes, Captain.
I think I lost another dragon. Oh, I guess I've lost one. Okay, hopefully that's not already an unwinnable game state. Let's try to take out their
Yes, Captain.
cannons here.
You're the captain. You're the captain. Arg. Yes, Captain. Arg, you're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. Arg. You're the captain. Arg.
Oh, good.
Ahoy. Arg. I would love to. Aye, matey. Ahoy. Aye, matey. Ahoy. I would love to. Aye, matey. I would love to. Arg. You're the captain. Arg. You're the captain. Aye, you're the captain. Ahoy.
This is not the right way to go about trying to do this here. See if the dragon can get to the cannon tower without getting shot by arrow towers. Nope.
We're being attacked.
This dragon can. Okay.
You got me?
They are, but it's going to be tough for me to do it safely, so... Yeah, because I'm not going to use them anymore once I get there.
What? Yes, Master.
But they're going to get burned by the towers so fast. It's a problem.
All right. Sun's up.
All right.
What? Immediate. Master? Yes, Master. Lord, look, Huh?
Who is it? Okay.
Drop Dargon.
You're the captain. Yes, Captain. Arg. Ahoy. I would love to. Yes, Captain.
All right.
Arg.
Okay.
Yes,
Try to do this here.
You're the captain. Hi, matey. I would love to being attacked. You're the captain. We're being attacked. Arg, ahoy.
Okay, that might be enough room.
Captain, Arg. Ahoy.
Oh, great.
Yes, Captain. Ahoy. Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. You're the captain. You're the captain. All right.
Okay, gotta take those guys out as soon as possible here. Fortunately, my other ships are moving around on their own, getting themselves in danger.
Arg, you're the captain. Ahoy. We're being attacked. Yes, Captain.
Getting chased.
We're being attacked.
This is what I meant about trying to save as many of those boats as possible.
You're the captain. Ahoy. Ahoy. I would love to. Arg. You're the captain. Arg. I would love to. Arg. I would love to. We're being attacked. You got me. All right.
Yes.
Arg. Lord.
All right.
Zog. Huh? Zug. Alright. Arg. Yes, Captain. Arg. Yes, Captain.
Okay, they've all been deplaned. That guy died to an arrow tower, but fine.
Yes, Master. Yes, Captain. Master. We're being attacked.
What?
I'd be delighted to want to kill. Okay. Yes, all right. We're being attacked.
Whatever you wish.
Yes, okay. You got me. The boss.
Please don't kill my peons. If we do, it's game over.
Okay, the boss. Yes, okay. Okay.
Oh, good. My own guys.
What you want to kill? Okay.
Goes catapult, which hopefully isn't a deal breaker. We'll see.
All right.
Guys leading me into a tower here. Let me pause it real quick. Alright, they don't actually have any towers in this base, so now that those enemies are done, I should be able to just go up and destroy their thing. I hope.
All right. Yes, okay. All right. Okay. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Okay. Okay.
Nice dragons, that'd be nice.
Yes, Master. Okay. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Okay. Yes, Master. Okay. Yes, Master. All right. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Okay.
It's a gold mine, that's what we're here for.
You got me, the boss. You the boss. Arg, ahoy.
Kill one of my other dragons, looks like it.
All right. All right. Certainly.
What you want me to do? Okay. What you want me to do? The boss.
Hey, Kalik, how you doing?
Yes, Master. Okay. Okay.
Almost fucked that up.
You got it. Okay. We're being attacked.
Where? No.
Yes, Captain. I would love to. I'm ahoy. I'm 18. I would love to.
Shit. Purple's already coming at me. Run, please.
I would love to.
Shit.
You got me. Okay, alright.
Range, other problems.
Arg, you're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. Work complete. Sun's over.
Master, yes, Master.
Turn the speed up here in a second.
We're being attacked. Yes, Captain. I'm 18. Ahoy. You're the captain. Arg, you're the captain. I'm 18. You're the captain.
Okay, so the Griffin down in the south is actively harassing me now. Don't think I can get down there with impunity. Fortunately.
Work complete.
Are you kidding me, game?
Being attacked.
Jesus. Where is it gonna put the peons out?
Zug zug. Alright.
Go ahead and kill all my boats, that's fine. I have no need for them anymore. Oh! Can you guys help not get Terran Gorfine killed, please?
Huh? We're being attacked!
Start with a decent amount of money, so maybe I can...
Work complete.
It's like it makes sure they exit at the worst possible location. You see if they can cut their way out of there. Hold on. Send my other peon down to help in a second. He's down. Chop here, you can probably get out and help. And now he can get out and go free this guy. Free this guy. Thank you. Still have 80k gold in this mine. So that's good. Got a lot of kills out of me there.
Would you want me to do? Work complete. Sunzug. Sunzug. Kaboom. Alright. Sunzug.
Yes, master.
I see. Work complete.
Chop more trees. Okay. Gotta build some towers soon, or we're gonna have a really bad time with those Gryphons from the south harassing me. How much is a farm again? 500, 250.
Work complete. We're being attacked. Sunzug.
It's fine.
Work. Sunzug. Loktar. Sunzug. Sunzug. Work complete. Loktar. Sunzug. Sunzug.
Please don't kill my archers. They're my only protection right now against the Gryphon when it comes over here. Yeah. Get them nukes so that you have more supply available.
Ready to work. Sunzug. Loktar. Ready to work. Sunzug complete. Loktar. Work complete.
How good.
Sunzug. Loktar.
Please don't get killed and working your way around the corner then.
We're being attacked.
Of course, come from up north.
Alright. Okay. The boss. Alright. We're being attacked.
Can y'all come down here, please, to where my towers are?
Alright.
I'm gonna build one up here, I guess. Where now? Oh my god. Stop it.
Ready to work.
Goblin squad can take out a group of farms all at once.
Yes. All right. All right. Certainly.
Ready to work.
Use it to destroy towers before.
Ready to work. Zug zug. Zug zug.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We're being attacked.
I really need to have destroyed that building at the beginning of the map. That's a big part of the problem right now.
Zug zug. Dabu. Lord Dabu. Dabu. Loktar. Dabu. Loktar.
I need to get more peons first.
Zug zug.
It's cool. Ready to work. Work complete. Zug zug zug. Swobu. Loktar. I think the existence of this tower has already discouraged the computer from sending a Gryphon up there.
Work complete.
So weird.
Swobu. Loktar. Swobu. Zug zug. Zug. complete. Guns up, ready to work. You got me.
Yes, Master.
Ready to
Okay.
work. Ready to work. Sun's up.
Wow. Have him down there ready to defend this tower, I guess.
Okay.
Yep.
Work complete.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Okay.
Dabu. Ready to work.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
Just out of range of the towers.
Okay. You the boss.
Just out of range of the towers.
You the boss. Sun's up. Sun's up. Dabu. They're destroying our city. Work complete. Loktar. Dabu. Work complete. Dabu. Loktar being
Please don't kill Terran Gorfiend here. Jesus.
Sun's up. Sun's Swobu. Loktar. Swobu. Loktar. Loktar.
Might have enough towers and I'm defended-ish now, so...
Alright.
Ready to work, Loktar.
Bait them to attack a building in range of my towers instead of the towers. That's great. Yay! Peon to the rescue. Turns out peons are the most important unit by far. Fucking hell.
All right.
Gonna have to send sappers to destroy the catapults here if I can time it right.
Yes, boss. Certainly. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Yes.
Might be able to time this precisely. We'll see.
I'd be delighted.
You can get off 2 death coils, maybe get some
I'd be delighted.
resources back.
They're destroying our city. Greetings. Immediately. Work complete. Greetings. I'd be delighted. Ready to work.
Guess that can miss.
Certainly. Yes, certainly. All right. All right, yes, boss. Certainly. Certainly. All right. Certainly. Okay, boss. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, yes, boss. Okay, certainly. All right. All right. Okay.
Oh. Those the ones that came at me before?
Certainly.
There they are.
Yes, certainly. Yes, boss. Okay.
Here they come.
Yes, certainly. Yes, boss. Who is it? Certainly.
Probably could have gotten a twofer there. Let me try it really quick. If I micro them really close.
Yes, boss. Hello. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, boss. Certainly.
We're being attacked.
All right.
Oh, I destroyed the farm too. Needed it.
Okay.
Swabber. Swabber.
I was gonna say screw it and build the big buildings outside where the towers are to both body block and also because they have so much health that the towers will whittle down anyone that's attacking them anyway.
Zug.
Did I start with the blacksmith already or something? It's weird that it's already letting me upgrade that.
No troll here. Don't knock a boss.
$64K left.
Don't knocks. All right, boss. You got it right. Don't knocks. The boss. No troll here. You got it right. All right. Work complete. Work complete. The boss. No troll here. Work complete. No troll here. Ready to work. Loktar. Dabu. Loktar. No troll here. Loktar. Zug. Dabu.
Chop more trees.
Zug. Work complete. Zug. Ready to work. Zug.
Yeah,
All right. What you want, boss? What you want
and cross corners.
Okay. Jawatax. Universe. Jawatax. Okay. Jawatax. Okay. Jugami. Universe. Neutral here. What you want me to kill?
Thanks for checking. That would have been a bummer.
Ready to work.
Be really careful with clearing out this forest here. We're in a really bad time.
Kabu. Ready to work. Swobo, Gloktar. Ready to work. Gloktar. Work complete. Swobo, Gloktar. Zug. Swobo. Dabu. Work complete. Ready to work. Dabu. Swobo. Ready to work complete. Gloktar. Zug.
Less than half left in that thing.
Kabu. Ready to work. Kabu. Work complete. Zug.
Okay, that was the thing that happens. Let's try to do what we can with the existing wood. Okay, to deplete this mine. Guys, don't cost any wood to summon, which is nice.
I'm alive.
T for train. I assume the blacksmith upgrades affect the Death Knights as well. I'm trying. Lead.
I'm alive.
Gold mine will blow up soon. That's okay. Just sit on my hands for a second, see if I can push down south.
Work complete. I'm alive. Destroying our city. Jugami the boss. Gloktar. I'm alive.
Build more farms. Okay.
Gloktar. Kabu. Make it quick. Of course.
See what I can do with this crew here. trying to get as much revealed here as I can. Oh, untouched gold mine in the southeast. I'll take that really quick.
Work complete.
Mana generate here. I also try to just push purple now and say screw the white army at the bottom. Who cares? Here comes purple.
Zordon.
Them come up here and throw themselves on my towers. Shit. At least they only cast slow. Oh, and they sheeped one of my... Okay. 2 of my Death Knights. Whatever. It's just
Very well.
hard to plan this game.
Very well. Of course. Of course.
Heard my...
Yes, of course. Very well. I'm alive.
Work complete.
Make it
I know that that can be used to kill them. That's nice.
very well. Very well. Yes, of course, yes, very well. Of course, yes, very well.
Definitely want to destroy that. Should be able to. Yeah, Griffin sucks to fight. No Megusta.
Yes, very well. Of course.
Being attacked.
Very well. Very well. Of course. Of course. Very course. Make it quick. Make it very course. Of course. Very course.
Does Griffin come up here first?
Make it quick. Yes.
Can't death coil flying enemies. Okay.
Of course. Very well. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it quick.
Hey, nice.
Make it quick. 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 Of course. Of course. Yes. Make it. Yes. Yes. Make it. Yes. Of course. Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Very make it quick. Make it quick.
Really want to keep building Gryphons, it seems like.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Make it very, very, very well. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Very make it quick. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's great. Keep doing that.
Make it quick. Of course. Yes.
I think it finally did get destroyed throughout all that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. So I lost the resources for it.
Yes, very well. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Very course. Of course.
This one might end up being easier than the previous map, we'll see.
Of course.
Nope, I fully repaired it. Did kill a bunch of their peons in the process though.
Make it quick. Yes. Very well. Yes, very well. Yes, make it very well. Make it very well. Yes, of course. Make it very well. Make it. Yes, of course. Make it very well. Make it very. Make it. Yes, of course. Yes.
Walk in that, yes. Walk in more than that? No.
Very well. Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course, yes. Make it of course. Make it quick. Make it very well, yes. Make it very well, yes. Of course. Make it quick. Yes, very well, yes.
Of course.
Very well.
We're being attacked!
Very well.
They really want to make sure they've got a Griffin aviary.
Make it quick.
A high priority for them, I guess.
Make it quick. Very well, yes. Very well, yes. Very well. Yes. Of course. Very
Get out of your own death and decay, please.
Make very well. Very well. Make it quick. Yes, of course.
Save their resources and just burn this down repeatedly, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Very well. Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it of course. Make it quick. Make it very well. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick.
You can try to repair it.
Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Yes. Make it quick. Yes.
Works as long as they attack it like instantly.
Yes. Yes. Make it quick. Yes. Yes.
Gold mines. Oh wow. Yeah, they have a lot of resources. Started with 200k.
Of course. Yes. Of course. Yes.
They can sit here building
Of course.
new Griffin aviaries all day, forever.
Yes. Make it. Yes. Make it. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Make it. Of course. Make it quick. Make it. Of course. Yes. Very well. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Make it of course. Yes. Make it very. Make it quick. Make it very well. Make it quick. Of course. Very make it. Yes. Make it of course. Make it Making course. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yeah, very well. We're being attacked. Very well. Make it quick.
Thought I had that thing down already. I guess not.
Yeah, very, very well. Make very well. Very, very well. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. Of course. Make course.
Hopefully I won't need any. Let's see.
Very well. Very well. Very, very well. Very course. Very well. Make it, of course. Very course. Very well.
This is
Yes,
interesting
very
choice.
well. Of course. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Very well. Of course. Very well.
Watch out. Looks like there's not that many paladins on this level, thankfully.
Very well.
It's usually my biggest risk of getting like auto wrecks.
Very well. Make it course. Very course. Make it course. Make it course.
Another gold mine there. It's the wimpy one. It's fine. Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Of course. Of course.
Fortunately, they have a really tiny little
Of
choke
course.
point that they have to run through to attack us.
Of course. Yes. Of course.
Oh shit, too early.
Very well. Yes.
Okay.
Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes. Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Very well. Of course. Make it quick.
Went pretty well. Just mages, no knights left.
Make it very well. Of course. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes, of course. Make it quick. We're being attacked!
I'll die in the goop eventually.
Yes. Make it quick.
Let's chill here for a bit. Their mana come back. I think we got this one under control.
Make it quick. Make it very well. Yes, of course. Very well. Yes. Yes. Of course. Yes. I'm alive. Very well. Of course. Of course. Yes. Of course.
I'll get in range of all of the sheepers.
Make it quick.
Not purple.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
I guess they can't get off the island, so that's even better.
Very well.
Nice.
Yes.
So we have some
Of
paladins.
course. Yes. Very well. We're being attacked.
Oh, I just got sheeped.
Yes. Yes. Very well. Of course. Make it quick. Yes. Yes. Very well. Of course. Make it quick. Make it course. Very well. Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
Out of mages, just have an archer and ballista left, so let's just clean up.
Make it quick. Very well. Of course. Make it quick.
Oh, Jesus. Can you not, guys?
Yes. Make it
It's fine.
quick. Of course.
Look at how long range the cannon towers are.
Very well. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Of course. Of course. Of course. Very well. Very well. Of course. Very well. Of course. Yes, of course.
Basically just blizzard spam effectively.
Very well. Yes, of course. Of course.
Just send a dragon to take out that arrow tower. I don't know if they can reach it. Let's see.
Yes. Very well. Very well.
Oh, maybe they can from around the side here. Oh, there's still a paladin up there. That's
Make it quick.
pretty silly.
Of course. Make it quick. Very well. Yes. Yes. Very well. Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Well, probably make some dragons really quick. Hold on. Let's just do some ogres.
What? I'd be delighted.
You got me? We're ready, Master. I'm not ready.
See what these guys can do.
Alright, boss. You okay? You ready, Master? I'm not ready.
Paladins can be a real pain in the butt sometimes.
Alright. Okay, boss. Okay, boss. Alright.
Shit. This dragon is safe to kill them as long as it doesn't stray near the arrow tower in the corner.
Make it quick.
Okay, where's that last Death Knight? To get stuck on something? May as well be Terran Gorfiend. As long as there's another secret unit up there.
Whatever you wish. Immediately. I'd be delighted. Immediately. Immediately.
Hooray! Exercise room.
As the burning remains of your victims fill the air with acrid smoke, the sky fills with a figure as black as night. Deathwing descends, exhausted from his long journey from Grim Batal, bearing grave news from his brothers at Blackrock Spire. The Alliance has sent a host of warriors
Rout the
to
enemy.
Black Morass and has engaged the forces of Warsong and the Shattered Hand at the Dark Portal. You must rally the forces of Shadowmoon to break through this siege and return the artifacts you have secured to Draenor. Only then can Ner'zhul's plan of opening portals to new worlds be realized.
Destroy all
Succeed and
humans.
You will command vast armies as they ravage untold worlds. Fail and be slaughtered.
Thanks, Kermit. Angry Kermit. Oh, I get to control Deathwing this level. That's kind of cool. He's just a trivial dragon hero unit instead of the focus of an entire expansion. Alright, looks like we start in the northeast corner. So Zeppelin telling me I should expand southwest immediately, it looks like. Okay. Let me take a look at the map here. So we start up here. Go ahead and highlight the gold mines again. That was pretty useful before. So there's one here. The rest of the corners could put. I have to kill everything anyway. It's destroy all humans. So 2. Guess that's the one that's not immediately heavily defended. That one's probably going to be gone. So is this one. These guys in this island have no gold mine. Okay. Guess they're just a source of wood for all the armies. But I assume even though they're all separate armies that they all share an economy against me. Although that's probably incorrect. It's just, I don't think cutting off the enemy economy is an effective strategy in the campaign because of the way auto-generated units work. But I could be wrong. So I'm going to go scout and find out the gold contents of these gold mines, and that will determine where I head first. It looks like west, southwest, and southeast are all pretty comparable in terms of how defended they are. Southeast probably the least so. I thought it was Chris Metzen too. Interesting.
Being attacked!
65K. Okay, let's go to west and north a bit. There's always a Diablo too. Is he just one of the devs? I don't recognize the name. $114,300, but it's being actively mined by the enemy, so probably by the time I can take it, it'll be mostly gone. Okay, northwest, and then due south, and then technically one on the island there.
We're being attacked!
Probably 100K at the start of the map being mined. I have a feeling the 65K one doesn't get mined, so it's the one they're kind of intending you to go to. All right, we got south across the water and then southeast. Do you have to build a ship at some point to cross the water, right? Yeah. So I'm a mandatory shipyard because I think it's captured the dark portal, so I can't just send dragons over there to nuke it. I gotta have transport ships that get them onto that island. Which I guess is appropriate for a final mission. I kind of wish the level was just captured the dark portal. I feel like that's more in keeping with some of these other levels. 361K. You know, I don't, this is rampant speculation, but I wonder if part of the issue is that they give the distant mines already controlled by the computer a shitload of gold so that by the time you get to them, there's still some left over for you to take. But at the same time, it ends up giving them so much money that they can build 1,000,000 towers like we saw in level 10 before, right? Where is it? Here, due south of here past that tower. I just have to get to it to see it. 137K. So, all right. This seems like the natural one to go for down here. I have to basically push through. I'm trying to think if it makes more sense to try to take something else here since I've got a decently sized initial army. I don't start with any sappers, do I? Doesn't look like it. So my thought is to go straight due south, take out these towers with my catapults. I don't start with any Death Knights other than Terran Gorfine. Oh wait, I do have one. Hold on.
We're being attacked! Make it quick.
They have all their spells, so that might actually change the calculus a little bit here. Yeah, lots of towers. So I think this probably still makes sense to just get started. It's got my back up against an edge of the map, which is nice. I can build some towers to defend it, although the gold mine's going to run dry pretty fast. Previous mission where I had 80K on the gold mine, I still made enough Death Knights to be able to wipe out most of the map. So I can probably set up there, try to just defend, hold out, build some farms and crap. See if I can use Terran Gorfine and my other Death Knight to poke the enemy elsewhere. They do have a decent number of paladins, so that's kind of a problem. Don't think I can quickly deal with them. I assume my hero ogre starts with Bloodlust. Okay, that's cool. I love how they give you more than 9 units so that you can't even control group some of them here.
John Dax? Huh?
Okay, Let me make sure I know what I'm doing here before I start up. Yeah, they don't share it with full MP.
Immediately. Yes. Very well.
Oh, they don't get bloodlust. Just the hero unit has it. Okay. Weird. Thought the rules were if somebody had it, they all had it. Guess not.
You got me? What, Master? John, yes, Master. Okay, Master. Yes, Master. We're being attacked! What you want me to Okay.
Goes my Zeppelin, but I don't really care. Prefer the extra supply.
Making greetings. Making of course. Of course.
We're gonna see.
What you want me to do, boss? Make it quick. What you want me to do,
Thank you, Deathwing. Appreciate that, buddy.
Alright. Whatever you wish. What? Immediately. Whatever you wish. Immediately. Yes. Immediately. Whatever I wish. Look, you're on our way. We're on our way. Yes, alright. What?
And Paladin's like, never mind.
Alright. What? Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. What? Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. Immediate, yes. What? Dog. What you want me to do? Dog. Lord Hook. Tell me what to do! I said dice! Yes! What? John Dax. Tell me what to do! Master? You got me. Tell me what to do! What? John Dax. Yeah? Yeah? Alright. You got me? Okay, alright. Okay. Okay. I'd be delighted. Okay. I'd be delighted. In whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. We're being attacked. Whatever I'd be delighted. We're being attacked. You got me? Okay, alright, boss. Okay. Which one? Okay. The boss, alright. The boss. Greeting. I'd be delighted.
Oh, they all chopped a bunch of wood. Thanks, guys. Must have right-clicked that accidentally before.
Greetings, whatever you wish. Make it of course, Master. Yes, very well. Of course, Master. You the boss. Alright. Make it clean, Master. Very well. Of course. Make it very well. Whatever you wish. Immediately.
Okay. Just want to set up a base, guys. Can you not? Can we just calm way down? Forget this whole moving everyone thing.
Greetings. Immediate what? I'd be delighted. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Yes. Whatever you wish. Very well. Yes. Very well. Yes. Greeting. Whatever you wish. Greeting. Immediate. Of course.
Since they don't have knights or paladins yet. So.
Yes.
Good.
What? Whatever you might be delighted. I'd be delighted. I'd be delighted. Immediately. Whatever you
Here's my... Well, I guess they could have gone around here, but I kept getting stuck on shit.
Whatever you wish.
Yes, okay, Yes, Master.
Oh, great. Let me try to just line them up in such a way that they're not gonna get each other killed here.
You the boss.
Yes, Master. Yes, at once, my master.
Chop. What? Time to die.
Blade Fist does not sound serious. It sounds very silly.
Master. All right. Yes, all right.
You got me? All right, the boss.
Master. All right.
You got me?
We're being attacked!
I just don't see the point of... I've got control groups here, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just want to select everyone and say, go fight the shit that's over here, please.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Yep, just keep standing there, guys. Good call. There's a fucking tower hitting them over here.
All right.
you want to kill? Okay.
What? Huh? Okay. All right.
Would you want to kill? Would you want to kill?
You guys doing okay up here? Got any other crap you want to do?
Yeah. Make it quick. Whatever you wish. Make it quick. Very well. Yes. Whatever you wish. What? Yes, of course. Very well. Very well.
I'll try moving them all down now, I guess.
Master?
That one random ogre is just not part of the control group, but I don't know why.
Yes, Master.
It's fine.
Loktar. Lord Sunsun. Loktar. Lord Dabu. Swobu. 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 Sunsun.
This guy,
Dabu. Loktar.
not the sharpest tool in this shed. Jesus Christ.
I'm on it. What? Neither here. I'm on it. I'm on it. Chop, chop. You got it. Guys, we're being attacked. Huh? Tell me what to do.
Don't want that. The boss. The boss.
Take it. Neither. I'm on it. Chop, 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 chop.
Would you want to boss?
Go team.
Huh? Loktar. Zortok. Loktar. Itok. Swobu. Itok. Loktar. We're being attacked.
Yes, Master.
Alright, well, these Deathwing can one-shot something.
Work
Jeez.
complete. Lord,
Would you want to kill? All right,
right. Huh? Swob Sunsun. Work complete. Loktar. Work complete. Huh? Loktar. Dabu. Sunsun. Lord complete. Work complete. Loktar. Dabu. Dabu. Itok. Dabu. Sunsun.
Fuck.
You got me.
Peter just got confused for a second. That's all that was.
Chop, chop. Work complete.
Okay.
Take it. They're destroying our city. Itok.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Lord, look, Sunsun. We're being attacked. Sunsuck, we're being attacked! Swobu! Huh? Swobu! Gloptar! Sunsuck, Gloptar! Huh? Swobu! Swobu! Gloptar!
Lost a lot of peons there. Hopefully I can recover.
Complete Sunsuck!
Well, so much for that.
Work complete. Work complete. What do you want me to kill? Alright, We're being attacked!
So I can regenerate peons. Oh, good.
Work.
Well, don't ever play on higher speeds on this map, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Sunsuck.
There are some enemy towers I have to worry about near here.
We're being attacked! Yep. Slice and dice! Okay. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop.
Alright.
What you want me to kill? Alright.
From Hellscream, you big.
Work complete. We're being attacked. Alright. Need a hand. Chop, need a hand. Chop, chop. I'm on it, yep. Lord Sunsuck. Taboo. Reptar. Taboo. Sunsuck. Reptar. You got me right. Alright, okay. You got me alright.
Gotta save these guys for when another Gryphon comes by.
Alright.
Yeah? Need a hand on it. We're being attacked!
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm on it. Time to die. Something. Taboo. Tell me what to do!
Not be healing those characters at first. Now they just gotta go hide.
You got me? Alright, okay, come on.
Yes.
Greetings. Whatever you wish. Yes. Yes. If I wanted you on our way. Greetings. Make it quick. We're being attacked.
Nope, don't want to do that.
I'd be delighted. Make it quick.
I'm ready to deal with all these knights. I don't really have the units for it yet, though.
What you want to get about? Okay. Tell me what to do. Take it. Yes. Of course. We're close, my master. Ner'zhul. We're on our way. We're being
Shit.
Greeting. We're being attacked. Yeah, okay. I'd be delighted. Yes. Very well. Of course. Greeting.
Fuck.
What do you want, my master? We're on our way. We're Ner'zhul. Yes? Get close, my master. Okay.
What? We're being attacked. Yes. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. I'd be delighted. Immediately. I'd be delighted. Immediately. I'd be delighted. Immediately. Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. They're destroying our city.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Zug.
What you want? All right. You got right. You the boss. All right. You got me. All right. All right.
We're on our way.
We're being attacked.
Of course. Yes.
We're being attacked.
What?
Ready to work.
I'd be delighted.
We're being attacked.
Get close, my master.
We're being attacked.
Okay.
Ready to work.
Okay. I'd be delighted.
Loktar.
All right.
Swobu.
Yes. Of course. Foreigners are on our way.
Zug. Dabu.
Control this dragon, I would use it more.
Dabu.
Oh, that's what's happening. It's literally spawning
Loktar.
out of this building.
Swobu.
Immediately. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. Immediately. Very well. Very well. Make it quick. Very well. Of course. Very well.
Work complete.
Of course. Very well. Very well. Of course. Very well. Yes, very well. Very well. Very well. Okay, right. Yes.
It's really claustrophobic down here.
Make it very well.
Yes, I'd be delighted. In whatever you wish.
Ready to work.
Immediately.
Fuck, no.
We're being attacked.
Yes. Of course.
Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted.
Of course.
It's all up, sunset. We're being attacked.
So focused on having to micro this shit on this level,
Very well.
just can't pay attention to anything.
Of course. Very well. Of course. Very well. Very well. Very well.
Jesus Christ.
Make it very well. Of course.
All right. What do you want, my master?
It's on, sunset.
Yes, for Ner'zhul. Yes, master. What do you want? For Ner'zhul. Yes, my master. Okay. Yes, for Ner'zhul. Master. Okay. What do you want?
About to get worse.
Greetings.
Yes.
What do you want? For Ner'zhul.
We're being attacked.
Fucking stop.
What do you
Just let me chill for a second, game. Jesus.
You got me? Okay. Yes. Of course.
Destroying our city.
Don't talk
The boss.
Make it yes.
Please kill that thing already.
The Lord guns are they're destroying our city!
Oh, for fuck's sake. Leave Deathwing alone. Kind of a nice touch that Deathwing can talk.
We're being attacked! Look, dog, make it quick. The boss, you got me. Okay.
Jesus.
Yes, very well.
You got me?
Make it quick. Very well. Of course.
Oh, Jesus.
Very make it very well. Of course.
Chop, I'm on it. Chop. We're being attacked!
That was my master.
Yeah, chop. I'm on it, dog. Slow-mo. Need a hand? Chop. I'm on it, chop. Eat the logo. Look, dog. Yep. Chop.
God, there's so many fucking Ballistae in this level.
Chop.
Just don't stop.
I'm on it.
What do you want? We're on our way.
Chop. I'm on it. Yep. Chop. We're being attacked. Yep. I'm on it. Chop. I'm on it. Yep.
Thanks, Blade Fist.
I'm on it. Yep. Chop. I'm on it. Huh? Look, dog.
Calm down yet? They're gonna keep throwing ballistas at me?
That was my master, Ner'zhul.
Ready to work.
Okay, go back to trying to destroy towers here.
Very well.
Needs food badly, I know that's right.
Of course.
Oh, 1 second, big spider just landed on my desk.
Of course.
Fuck. Oh, did Kogor die? I guess I don't need to have all of my heroes survive this map. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's a ballista here nuking everything. Ah, Jesus.
Of course. Very well.
We're being attacked.
Of course. Very well.
Can we not be being attacked?
Of course. Of course.
They're destroying our city.
Of course.
away, which is fine.
Ready to work. Dog. Loktar. Zugzug.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Spiders crawl up when they die because their legs utilize fluid to fill their legs for mobility instead of just musculature.
Of course.
It's pretty cool. Be very useful at some point in the future.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Destroying our city.
God.
Very well, very well. Of course, of course. Of course. Of course.
Please don't hit my Death Knight. Deathwing.
Work complete.
Very well. Very well. Very well. Of course.
Okay. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
Zugdog. Zugzug. Loktar. Loktar.
Make it happen.
How much gold is left? 20. So I get moving here. Keep at it, Deathwing.
Make it
Ready to work.
You wish. Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Yeah. Whatever you wish.
Loktar. Zugzug. Swogabu. Utabu.
Good job, Deathwing. Very proud of you.
Ready to work. Zugzug. Dabu. Zugzug.
Finally chill out on the micro. Finally time the game's gonna calm down.
Ready to work.
Possibly.
Zugzug.
Yes. I'd be delighted.
Work complete.
Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish.
Swogu.
Whatever you wish.
Went pretty decently. My building's not dead yet.
Ready to work.
Yes.
I don't know if I can get close enough to the barracks without getting in range of the arrow tower. Maybe it's because Deathwing has slightly longer range.
Zugzug. Loktar. Loktar. Zugzug. Dabu. Dabu. Lord Loktar.
Should work eventually.
very well. Very well.
This is doing okay now. I needed a few more towers, I guess, to be less stressed. I still have to worry about annoying crap happening.
Of course.
I think the computer's been using these barracks to generate catapults to harass me.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well. Of course. Of course.
Zugzug. Zugzug.
Okay, let's chill out for a second. Just think, what am I doing next?
Ready to work. It's over.
Went decently okay. Definitely try to filter them in there.
Ready to work.
Make it very well. Of course, very well. Of course. Very well. Very well. Very well.
I think there's something about abandoning the cast early, even if you had enough mana to finish destroying the building.
Very well. Of course, very well. Very of course, very well. Of course.
Work complete.
Make it quick. Very well.
Slowly but surely we're getting there.
Make it quick. Very well. Very well.
Ready to work. Sun's up.
That's fine. Trying to build a new barracks, because of course they are.
Make it quick.
Whatever you wish.
Make it very well.
Hopefully finish claiming this gold mine over here if we need it.
Very well.
Yes, I'd be delighted.
Yes.
Work complete.
Gold mine still has 80k gold in it, so I can always head back there if I run out of resources.
Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. I'm waiting. Of course. I'd be delighted. Of course. Yes.
Okay, so this gold mine will be good if I absolutely need it later. Why are they so tanky? It's ridiculous.
Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Immediately. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. Immediately. Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. Whatever you wish.
Work complete.
Purple has decided to switch to this gold mine. See if I can deal with them a bit more.
Whatever you wish. I'd be delighted. Whatever you wish. Immediately.
Interesting. It looks like if you don't have enough mana for 3 casts, it'll still cast 3 times when it's on an auto cycle.
I'd be delighted.
You not hit Aaron Gorfine, Mr. Dragon? Deathwing, why don't you stand here and murder purple peasants working their way through there?
I'd be delighted.
Make it very coarse, very well. Yes, very coarse, of course. Make it cool, very well. Make it, yes, very well. Make it very well, of course. Yes, we're being attacked. Make it quick, of course. I'm alive. Of course, Master.
Build more farms.
Yes. Make it quick. Make it, yes. Work complete. Make it quick. Work complete. Of course. Work complete. Whatever you wish. Of course, yes. Very well. Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Of course, yes.
What? I'd be delighted. Immediately.
Yes, very well. Yes, very well. Make it quick. Make it, I'm alive. Make it quick. Very well. Yes, of course. Yes, very well. Work complete. Yes, of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Very well. What? Immediately. Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course. Very well. Very cool. Very well. Of course. Very well. Of course. Very well. We're being attacked. Of course. Work complete.
31k in this corner.
Very coarse. Yes, very well. We're being attacked. Yes.
Oh, Jesus. How far back is that?
Make it quick.
Somewhat far. Oh, not that far. Never mind.
Make it very coarse. Very coarse. Very well. Very well. Make very well. Coarse. Very well. Very well. Very well. Of course. Very coarse. Very well. Of course. Make it quick. Make it of course. Work complete. Make it of course. Very well. Make it very
No more mages, please.
Make it of course. I'm alive. Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course. Yes. Of course.
Whatever you immediately. We're being attacked. Immediately. I'd be delighted.
Yes, yes. Make it quick. Make it, yes. Of course. We're being attacked. Very well. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Yes. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Make it, yes. Make it very well. Of course. I'm alive. Make it of course.
I think we got the mage dead.
Make it quick. Of course. Yes. Very well. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes.
Whatever you
Yes. Yes, very well. Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Yes. Of course. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. I'm alive. Of course. Yes. Very well. Make it quick. Yes.
Probably send them to that alternate gold mine. I'll just chop through wood for now, I guess.
Yes, yes, of course.
Deathwing's still over here occasionally. I love Deathwing can't one-shot a peasant. That's it's too perfect.
Work complete.
Very well, of course. Very well, of course. Yes,
Work complete.
Save their MP for Death and Decay. Okay, I think this faction's mostly dealt with now, for the most part.
very well.
Okay, this part of the map is taken care of. It does say destroy all humans, not all human buildings, but I assume it still means buildings. Even if it doesn't say that.
Very well. Of course. Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Of course. Of course. I'm alive. Of course. Of course. Very well. Of course.
It's just that mission 10 where, for some reason, they're coded to make millions of towers over and over. Here it seems it's just whatever towers they started with. Shit.
Of course. Very well. Very well. Of course. Of course. I'm alive.
Yeah, I know. I've pointed that out before. It's part of the frustration of this game is that every level computer behaves completely differently, and there's no way to know what they're going to do. I'll have a level where they just spam towers. A level where they cap off their units a third of the way into the map and then leave you alone. This level, even though you're getting harassed constantly at the start of the level, is way easier than...
Very well. Make it quick. Yes, very make it quick. Very well.
Being attacked!
I'm alive. Yes, of course.
Right.
Yes, yes. Very well. Yes. Make it quick. Yes, yes. Yes. Make it very well.
Uh-oh.
Make it quick. Yes. Yes. Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Yes. Greetings. Immediately. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick.
Please don't walk into your own death and decay here, guys.
Of course. Yes. Make it quick. Of course. Of course. Of course. I'm alive. Of course. Of course. Make it quick. Yes, of course. Make it quick. Yeah, very well. Of course. Yeah, very well. Very well. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Of course. Of course. Yes, yes, very well. Of course. Very well, yes.
We're being attacked!
Of course. Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Very, very well. Of course. Of course. Very, very course. Make it quick. Yes. Make it quick. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes, very well. Make it very well. Very well. Very well. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes, make it, of course. Yes, very well. Make it, of course. Make it quick. Make it quick.
Fuck.
Make it quick. Very well. Very well. Make it quick. Make it very well. Make it quick. Make it very well. Of course, yes. Of course.
No, don't go around, you idiot. Oh my god.
Of course. Make it quick. Of course.
They like, why do you guys choose to be this way?
Of course.
Why are you the way that you choose to be?
Make it very well. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Make it, of course. Make it quick. Of course. Yes, very well. Of course. Very well. Yes. Very well.
Oh, I can't patrol because the hero's not allowed to patrol? Weird.
Very well. Yes, very well. Yes, very well. Of course. Making quick. Yes, of course.
Deathwing has just been on purple peasant duty, which maybe is why they kind of stopped doing units. Oh, good.
Yes, of course, yes.
Just the rest of purple. Blue's completely isolated, I guess, so... Do have to kill all of them. Given that they had no gold mine, I assume that meant they couldn't craft anything? Oh, it's pretty funny right there. It's a lot of boats. Okay, so we're gonna have to boat people over, and it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt, but it should be possible. I'll try to do it. I might have enough oil that I don't have to collect any. Just need to make one transport. Okay. Map's more or less uncovered. You just make sure that the bottom right corner of the map doesn't have anything interesting. Or I get to work on cleaning up here. Just a big forest down here, right? Probably set Deathwing to go start destroying random shit. Actually curious if Deathwing's got it in him to finish off the ships, although they're on the inside, so probably not worth it. At least you can one-shot archers, if not peons. It's the only thing on that side of the island that can hurt Deathwing? Can Deathwing just solo this place? I think the answer is yes. I don't think the computer can make new peons either. Must be why I stopped getting harassed by Gryphons really early. I was trying to figure out what happened to all the blue Gryphons from earlier. Maybe they have thing to generate more peons here if I kill them. Alright, Deathwing, I'm gonna set you to patrol here. You just patrol this island and fucking destroy everything. That sounds great. I do everything else up here. Okay.
Making coin.
These guys all have full MP. Let's get to work.
Very well. Making quick. Very well. Making quick. Of course. Of course. Of course. Yes, of course.
We're being attacked!
Of course. Very well. Making quick. Yes. Yes. Making quick.
Hate this thing where I accidentally select two of them at once, you know?
Making very well. Making quick. Very well. Yeah, very well.
We're done on towers up here. I'm safe to leave this for later cleanup. It's fast enough with this Death Knight Death Ball. It's working on it. Okay, just gotta go track down Blue now. Basically done. Deathwing's doing what I told it to do. Told him to do. Job's done. You also need a foundry, right? Transports. Oh, what are you doing there, buddy? Oh, this guy's incredibly dead. Bad day for him.
Yes. Yes. Very well. Make a coin.
Work complete.
You guys have to go the long way around. Or you can get stuck, that's cool.
Very
Oops, I didn't want to destroy her. I can get a refund, okay. 500 oil each, so I can make 3 really quick here. So I should probably save some to make an oil tanker just in case Deathwing's not able to take out all those boats. I'll make one out of an abundance of caution.
I will the captain. I would love to.
Yes, I'm alive. Making quick.
I'm ahoy.
Make it quick. Of course, Master.
Yes, you're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to.
Build more farms, okay. Still getting shit done over here, thanks Deathwing. Solo the northern blue island. I appreciate it.
Work complete. Work complete. Done building ship. Work complete. You're the captain. You're the captain.
Very well.
Let's see what Deathwing can do with these ships here.
Done building ship.
Not great. The position they put them in. Maybe if I have a send a boat to attack them.
Ahoy! I would love to.
Make it quick. Very well. Make it quick. Of course.
Yes, captain.
Make it quick. Make it quick.
You're the captain. Ahoy!
Coupon for your free pizza from your last delivery was late and lukewarm. Trevor couldn't find my place. The pizza was also late and lukewarm. Eternal cycle of free lukewarm pizza.
Yes, captain.
Drill for oil. I'm trying.
You're the captain.
Yes. Make it yes.
Done building ship.
There's another problem I have with the control groups. Now I have to remember that part of 3 and 2 are in this boat, right?
Yes, captain. Ahoy!
What the fuck are you guys doing? Whoa, purple! Is that all from one? Oh my god. I couldn't even see them rebuilding there.
Yes.
Yes, captain. You're the captain.
Make it
Fuck.
Done building ships.
Of course. Of course.
Of how they recovered from probably a single peasant.
Of course. Very well.
I just assumed this part of the map was done and ignored it.
Yes. Of course.
And they're rebuilding towers.
Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes. Make it quick. Very well.
Still going to that one gold mine.
Work complete.
Make very coarse. Very coarse. Of course.
Done building ship.
Me as well. I'm not using this money for anything else.
Make it
Zug zug.
make it
I'm sure to completely annihilate purple so they don't start rebuilding over here randomly.
I would love to. Work complete. Are the captain.
make very well. Very well.
Deathwing's still over here, taking care of business. Soloed the entire northern island. Good job, Deathwing. We're all very proud of you.
Work complete. Yes, I would love to.
Build more farms.
Yes. Very well.
I'm gonna finish wiping out this continent while I do these boat upgrades.
Nope. Work complete.
Drill for oil.
Make it of course. Very well.
Work complete. We're being attacked.
It's fine. I just wanted to reveal that last section.
Yes, of course. Very course. Make it of course. Very well.
Work complete. Arg.
Yes, very well.
Yes, you're the captain. You're the captain. You're the captain. Ahoy. I would love to. You're the captain. I would love to. Ahoy. You're the captain. Ahoy. Arg. Ahoy. I would love to. Yes, captain. You're the captain. Yes, captain. You're the captain.
Oh, Jesus.
Arg. I would love to. Done building ship. Arg. You're the captain. Ahoy. Yes, captain. Ahoy. Ahoy. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. Arg. Ahoy. Ahoy. Yes, captain. I would love to. Arg. You're the captain. I would love to. Yes, captain. Ahoy. Ahoy. I matey.
Yes, of course.
Oh, god damn it.
You're the captain. I would love to.
I switched my control group accidentally to 3 for this group of... I didn't even need one. I just double-clicked them.
Ahoy.
For this group of battleships.
You're the captain.
Previously, I had that set as one of my Death Knight control groups, and then they all moved down, and I gotta reset them up now.
I would love to. Yes, captain. You're the captain.
Good job, Deathwing. We're all very proud of you.
Ahoy. You're the captain. I would love to.
Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course.
Yes, captain. Arg.
Yes, very well.
Arg. You're the captain. Ahoy.
Make it quick. Very
Yes, captain. I would love to. Yes, you're the captain. Done building ship. Yes, captain.
Yes.
Arg. You're the captain. Yes, captain.
Okay, that's all full.
You're the captain. I matey. I would love to. We're being attacked. I would love to. I matey. Ahoy! Yes, Captain. I would love to. I matey. I would love to. I matey. I would love to. Yes, Captain. You're the captain. Ahoy! Ahoy! I matey. Ahoy! You're the captain. You're the captain. Ahoy! I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. You're the captain. Ahoy! I would love to. Ahoy! You're the captain.
I got all the most dangerous things.
I would love to. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. Ahoy! You're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to. Ahoy! Ahoy! You're the captain.
Deathwing! You're up, buddy. Hot pizza with cold pizza. I always throw pizza that I just ordered in the air fryer, which is pretty good.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Please don't finish off Deathwing. Thank you. Okay, team, let's go.
I would love to. I would love to. Arg. I matey.
I absolutely recommend an air fryer, just in general, but also for that kind of a situation. I find the fresh pizza in the air fryer is even better than hot out of their oven.
Very well.
You're the captain. Yes, captain. I would love to.
Very well. Very well.
I may. You're the captain. Ahoy. Yes, you're the captain. I would love to.
This map's not so bad. I think it was just that mission 10, the specific layout of the enemies and
Very well.
the gold mines. It was brutal.
Very well. Of course.
That's as close as I can get without actually crossing the water there. This might be a bit of a pain, but I'll see what I can do.
I matey. I would love to. We're going the captain. You're the captain. Ahoy. Ahoy. You're the captain. I would love to. You're the captain. You're the captain. Yes, you're the captain. I would love to. Yes, you're the captain. I would love to. Arg, you're the captain.
See what I can do with just a small group of them here.
Arg. You're the captain. You're the captain. I would love to. We're being attacked.
Yes, of course, yes. Make it very well. Make it, yes. Of course, yes. Yes, of course. Of course. Make it. Make it. We're being yes, Captain. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes. Make very well. Make it very well. Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
I think we might get out of here. I'm gonna finish off this last guy here. Oh, it's a hero unit. That's cool. Okay, we're not done though. We still have some buildings to clean up.
Very well.
We're being attacked!
Seriously. Deathwing, can you deal with that thing? I love how getting close triggered that guy and then he just ran away and started attacking random boats. Oh, it's the hero unit.
Yes, of course. Make it. Very well. Make it quick. Make it quick. Of course. Make it quick. Of course.
To destroy all my transport ships. What an
Of
asshole.
course.
Of all the things to destroy there.
Make it quick.
I'm the captain. You're the captain.
Now I'm gonna go deal with a couple farms in the lower right corner of the
You're
map.
the captain. You're the captain. We'd love to. You're the captain. Ahoy! Ahoy! Ahoy!
Yes. Make it quick. Of course.
And the armies of the Horde epically captured the Dark Portal for themselves. That wasn't the end.
Of course. Very well.
There were still some abandoned farms that they had to raise to the ground. And a lumber mill.
Yes. Of course. Make it quick. Yes, of course. Make it quick. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Very well.
Are mages just as fast as Death Knights? I'm wondering if that would have been as effective a strategy on the Alliance playthrough to just make a million mages and spam Blizzard everywhere. Yep. Nothing, I think Mission 10 Horde is the most difficult thing I've done in an RTS so far. One of those things where, like, 40 minutes into it, I was already like, maybe I should just restart, but I also wasn't sure that I could get back to where I had gotten in 40 minutes. Graphics! Do we know what specific work that's supposed to be? -1 range.
Ner'zhul holds the ancient scepter of Sargeras in the air and intones the
I guess the
final words of
extra
spell
range is really important for Death and Decay.
The air about you begins to swirl and presses down upon the assembled masses of the Horde. Above
It
you,
was
the
Ner'zhul.
skies break open and reveal the
Lich King
chaotic
guy.
pathways of the twisting nether. As Ner'zhul deploys his
Oh, spells are the
remaining
same?
forces towards the new portals, you glimpse the Shattered Hand and Warsong clans awaiting orders on the other side of the Dark Portal. Master, you ask, should we not recall all of our forces from Azeroth? No, the ancient shaman replies coldly. They have
I think I learned some
served
stuff in the
their
past couple
purpose.
episodes,
From
Johan.
this
It wasn't
point
all for naught.
on,
It'll help the
all
next
that
RTS I
decay
play.
will be ours alone. Ner'zhul gives a wicked grin as you unquestioningly follow him into the swirling madness of the twisting nether.
It's already pretty night and day to compare, like, episode 1, Warcraft 1, to this episode of Beyond the Dark Portal. Or even this episode of Beyond the Dark Portal to episode 1 of Warcraft 2, right? Or even the final episode of Warcraft 2 to this episode of Beyond the Dark Portal. So, yeah. So that's Beyond the Dark Portal. I guess this game is mostly partially non-canon, although it has the most, the largest concentration of canon names we've seen. So maybe they were already solidifying, you know, place names, NPC names, that kind of a thing as of this game. How does Warcraft 3 deal with the fact that Warcraft 1, 2, and Beyond the Dark Portal are all suspiciously, like, canon adjacent? Does it have, like, a lore book that comes out or an instruction manual that established what actually happened before the start of 3? Because as far as I know, everything in 3 and Frozen Throne is, like, none of that got decanonized with World of Warcraft, right? Manga, novels, and WoW. Storyline consultant Nuts and Bill Roper. I would really like to play Warcraft 3. I mean, the entire theory behind this RTS experiment, as we've discussed in Discord, is that this genre gets better as the games become more modern, and 2 is definitely an improvement over 1 in virtually every respect. I don't think they changed too much in Beyond the Dark Portal as an expansion, other than the big thing is adding extra armies, right? But other than that, it's pretty similar mechanics to the base game. So I'd be interested to see how 3 works. I know there's a lot of hubbub around the Reforged edition, but I wouldn't mind playing Reforged, and it sounds like it's not too hard to get the old non-Reforged version too. Yeah, I would hate to play through all of these older RTS games and then just declare, I don't like this genre. It's not a video game, it's a toy. I think we talked for like hours in Discord about this. So if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, if you somehow made it through this, congratulations. You can always go to my Discord channel, discord.marstead.com, go into general and just search Warcraft 2 and get a wealth of content and discussion on this. Gameplay experience and skill pickup are fairly transferable for the general era of RTS. Most improvements of the genre just end up being more of an inclusion of fun and QOL as time went on. Yeah. Well, StarCraft is still working its way up. It's both a voting system game and it's on Kevin's sub-block, so we pretty routinely are going to be playing that. I don't want to give up on the genre. I said this in Discord, but like, I'm not the sort of person that says, well, this sort of game just isn't for me. I think I'm gonna find the value in it sometime. Like, I just gotta plumb the depths, I gotta play it until it clicks. Like, it's fun for a reason, and it's fun for people. And I've never had another genre that's felt that way. Like, I was talking in Discord about NHL 94, Kami put on Subblock, and I was so bad at that game that at one point I turned off the computer, and I just told it, do it like it's a 2-player game, and won't plug in a second controller. And I couldn't score a single goal, even with no opponent. I was really, really bad at it. And yet, I'm going to try to go into a screen here so it doesn't play that. Even though I was really, really bad at it, I was like, I could still imagine how someone could enjoy this, and how playing this at great length could improve my skills, and eventually it would be a fun core gameplay loop. But the stress that I'm feeling with this genre is I'm struggling to even conceive of, like, in what mode is it fun? Like, you know, like, I was really bad at Tony Hawk as well, to the point where I wasn't sure if my controller was broken or my disc was broken or something, and it turned out there were some issues with that. And I was doing the controls slightly wrong, and it was making it not respond as well as the later games. But even at the same time, I was still like, I bet if someone's good at this, it's fun to go around and get all these tricks and play really well. Yeah. I think it was mostly watching this entire thing should be the requirement to get into the Discord. I have part of the Discord key in each video. a lot of fun with StarCraft 2 when I get there. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting to me. I want to talk about it more. I don't want to give up on it. I know that not giving up on it is at the expense of watching me sit here dead silent as I wipe sweat from my brow and freak out every time something unexpected happens and have to save scum to fix it. But it's just, it would be bizarre to me that every other game I've played, whether it was for me or not for me, or one that I enjoyed or not that I enjoyed, or one that I was good at or one that I was bad at, like I've always been able to see, I could see how someone could enjoy this. I could see what's here, you know. I think the closest theory we've come to from discussing it at length is that if you had a PC back in the day and you picked up one of these RTS games, it was pretty amazing to have this big map and have, you know, potentially unlimited, well, a very high but finite number of units you can generate to build these buildings where you wanted on a flat map. To have, like in Warcraft 2, to get the Goblin sappers and go around and like explode mountains, or like get some peons and chop woods and make the forest go away. Like it's a similar enjoyment that I think you would get from something like Minecraft today, or Roblox, or Terraria, or any of these games that are about having this world that you can shape. And that I get. That I totally get. I can see how coming back to the genre after being steeped in, you can modify the world games. Like, it's not as impressive, so you'll pick it up and you're like, oh my god, this is so cool, I can make all these dudes. Right? So if it's that kind of toy enjoyment feeling of, I'm going to boot up the game and I'm going to turn on God mode and I'm going to make a million guys and I'm going to swarm the enemy with a death ball. But the fun of it isn't so much the I'm going to encounter the developer's challenge. It's more, I'm going to make a bunch of army guys and play with them. Like, I totally get that, right? I would play a game that's you know, an RTS, but it's just, you're going to load in, you're going to make a big army, there's no opposing force, and you just got to go around and blow everything up as fast as you can. Try to do it efficiently, right? So anyway, it's interesting. The conversation will continue with when we play more StarCraft going forward. If you are invested in this genre and you have a particular more modern game that you'd like to see me play, or you think might help it to click a little bit better, what I'm curious about is, does the genre clicking mean that it clicks for the entire genre, right? Like, Dark Souls, not everyone got Dark Souls 1 or 2 or 3, but a lot of people who didn't get Dark Souls played Bloodborne, and they were like, oh, I get this now. Like, this works for me. And then they could go back and play the old games, and that feeling of it having clicked stuck around. And I'm really curious if that's going to be the case for this genre as well. That if I play one game where suddenly it makes sense and I can see the code, blonde, brunette, redhead, right? But then I can go back and play Red Alert 2 and be like, oh, okay, I get it now. Majesty got it to click. I think it's an important and it's an interesting phenomenon to discuss, the idea of games clicking. Like, I've had games where it clicks, like Persona. Like, I get it. I understand what this is. I understand who it's for. I understand what it's about. I understand what kind of game it is. And despite it clicking, I still don't like it, right? But that's for different reasons, right? Whereas with RTS games, I still haven't had that click moment after 50 hours, 60 hours. And here I'm just like, oh, where is it? Stronghold could be interesting. Map settings on subblock for StarCraft Brood War. Comparable RTS experiences of trying to push through the campaign legitimately. Some experiences that enhance the experience, you might need to find a way to get you experience at some point. Okay. RTS was your main genre growing up. Warcraft 2, StarCraft, and Red Alert were the games that made it click. Yeah, so, well, Fire Emblem, I guess maybe I need to be more clear about what I mean about the word click. Like, I get Fire Emblem, I just like it less than Advance Wars, right? So I get what this is all about, it's just not interesting to me most of the time, because most of the missions are route missions, and there's not a lot of tactical variety. It's more about advancing the characters than it is about actually doing the levels. I think seeing skirmish mode in a game with newer quality of life would help. Sub-blocking that would be less investment than a campaign on the voting sheet. Yeah, I'll give skirmish a try. I guess, you know, the flaw that's been here ever since my very first session with an RDS game, which was with Red Alert 2 back in 2015 on an awful virtual machine. I came into the genre with my only cultural osmosis from it being of the multiplayer scene and build orders and rush strategies and APM and micro and macro, and understanding all of that through cultural osmosis without ever having played a game. And then a lot of the feedback I got from chat was, don't think of the campaign as multiplayer. Like, the campaign is almost a completely different thing from that. Don't be worried about build order. Don't be worried about, you know, anything that's necessary for multiplayer. And that's definitely true. Like, APM doesn't matter. Turtling is obviously possible. Played StarCraft without any context, and that was better. That may have been part of the problem, as I don't know if the context was bad or good, or if the context was bad at the very beginning and now I need to have it later in the game. The reason I bring that up is to say that skirmish it seems like it's pretty similar to playing multiplayer, right? I think if I had to nail down my biggest stress, there's a lot of stresses about this genre, but my biggest stress right now and biggest hurdle to getting it to click is I'm unable to tell what the dev wants me to do, because every level has a different AI scripting. And I would be super fucking down with the level pops up and it says, hey, on this map, the computer is going to aggressively build towers, and their Griffin roost in the northwest corner is going to send Griffins at you until they run out of money, right? Like, because then that's a puzzle for me to solve. That's cool. I see what the dev wants. I understand what they were getting at. But the way this game is played out is it takes like 40 minutes to find out what the AI scripting is. You have to get to the point where reloading would set you back an hour to know, oh, on this level they stop building units 30 minutes in, and then just focus all of their resources on building towers over and over. I don't know if there's a game that just tells you, like, here's what the map looks like. Even if it still has fog and stuff, if it's just like, hey, in the northwest corner there's this base, and east of them is a Griffin roost, and just having to use that as English to figure it out. I loved Creeper World. Like, Creeper World was fucking awesome. And the reasons for that, which I think I pointed out during the Creeper World playthrough, were you had perfect information, so you loaded into the map and you could see everything immediately, right? That was a big deal. And more importantly, probably, was the fact that the AI was predictable. Like, after you did 3 or 4 stages, it wasn't even really an AI, it was a fluid system. So you could look at the map and you can say, oh, okay, there's a valley here. If I dick around for too long, that valley is going to be a problem. So that's a choke point that I have to deal with, which is something that I like to be able to do. I want to be able to do in Warcraft, but I can't, because I'll see like a choke point in a mountain and be like, oh, that must be a really important place. Let me make sure I, defend that as well as possible. And then Griffins come from behind and blow up my army, or for some reason on this map, the computer likes to build catapults, so catapults come in and obliterate my towers without me thinking about it. Level of puzzle gameplay is StarCraft 2. Yeah. StarCraft maps are better in the sense that they're more predictable, I guess. Like, it seems like there's a lot less variance to what a StarCraft map can look like. Or rather, once you see the area around your base in StarCraft, you can make a pretty good guess about what the rest of the level's going to look like. Versus, basically every Warcraft map is this crazy fantasy area where you don't know if there's a giant mountain range or a huge lake. Like, it's hard to really think about how you're going to approach the stage when you don't know what's coming at you. Creeper World 2 might click, even though it's very different. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have the click moment with Creeper World. That clicked for me. I was enjoying it. I got it. And all it needed was perfect information, which I tried to introduce in this game with giving in and just looking at the map and plotting out my strategy. But maybe in addition to that, I also needed to read like a walkthrough or something. I needed to read the wiki page that said, okay, on this map, the computer is going to aggressively build towers, right? Or on this map, you really have to capture 2 gold mines, because if you only capture 1 gold mine, the other ones are going to get depleted, and then you're going to be screwed 45 minutes into the stage. Interesting. Reason you liked it less than 1 and 3. Yeah, I've heard because Creeper World 3 is a return to form after 2 tried to do something different, right? Interesting. Yeah, and maybe see a difference Warcraft 1 to Warcraft 2 to StarCraft to Red Alert 2. I should play Red Alert 2. I should delete my VODs from YouTube because they're a nightmare. Like that virtual machine problem I was having, it was just really bad. It was a really bad introduction, especially for it to have been the most recently released game of the 4 that I've touched. Oh yeah, we did Warcraft 1. 2 is a big improvement for sure, and there's definitely stuff that I got throughout 2 that I didn't get in Warcraft 1. So I'm not going to sit here and talk for 30 minutes, but this is important to me to think about. Like, I got to figure this out somehow. So Spiky's point of there's a lot of JRPGs who would have hated if you didn't have a walkthrough. I wonder if the thing that's a problem here is my blind model and I'm going to play it with minimal hints, and maybe I'll ask chat sometimes, but I'm definitely not going to use a walkthrough. I'm definitely not going to look up maps. I'm definitely not going to cheat in any way. Like, I kind of know JRPGs, for example, to know well enough, like, oh my god, there's all these crazy side quests at the end. There's no way I could know that. I'm just going to Google it. It's fine. But here, I have all this anxiety about the level itself that I don't know when it's appropriate to start Googling. And I think that moving to looking up the map design and just looking at the map and making a plan certainly made things much better than before I was doing that. Go away. Oh, I know what you mean, though, Spiky. I get the idea. We were talking about this yesterday with Terraria, that there are games that are so complex that you can't, if you were to try to design the game in a way that smoothly taught a blind player everything without having to access any external information like a wiki, it's not the same kind of game as a super complicated game that requires a wiki to play, like Path of Exile or most MMOs or old school RuneScape or Terraria or Minecraft or whatever. And it might be that that's just what RTS games are, that they're wiki games, that you got to look up the walkthrough, you got to read ahead and watch a video. Yeah, I don't want to make you feel bad about it, Jahan. That's Jahan and I have been comboing off each other because I'm like legitimately stressed by the game, but I want to figure it out. And Jahan's feeling bad because I'm legitimately stressed. And I'm stressed because I know that me being stressed is stressing Jahan out. It's like, no! How do I break the loop? Yeah. Trust me, Jahan, like, I guess I'm not... It's a... I gotta find a word that's... I know I look miserable playing this game, and I do feel stressed out and anxious and want it to be over, but it's part of a puzzle-solving process for me. Like, why is it like this? Why is nothing else I've played like this? It can't just be me. I'm like... I gave an example in our long Discord discussion that if a person who is born deaf said that they didn't enjoy rhythm games, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. I get it, right? But I have a lot of disabilities in my brain, but I don't think I have a part of my brain that's supposed to understand RTS games that shut off like being deaf and not being able to play rhythm games because of it. I just feel like I haven't figured out which part's supposed to be lighting up yet, you know? Stressception. Yeah, if you're playing a JRPG from 2005, you have to at least look up a Missable's Guide, right? Looking at the map, devising a plan is like Nintendo Power. I think that's part of the problem, that I don't have these games in their proper context, I guess. If somebody put an NES hard platformer or something like Little Ninja Brothers on the stream, super bizarre early NES game, not a first-party Nintendo game, like I would not hesitate to save state as a checkpoint and look up a walkthrough, and whenever I get stuck, like do stuff that would normally be against my rules for blind playthroughs, because I have the context. I know what early NES games are like. But here, all I see is Warcraft 2 released in 1997. I'm like, 1997? That's when Final Fantasy VII came out. Nintendo had their shit together at this point, right? But I don't think that this genre can be compared temporally to console games that were released at the same time, because it was like it got started so much later. Yeah. Dueling. I have this issue with my wife, Andrea. We combo off of each other. My anxiety will feed on her depression or whatever, and they go back and forth, and it's hard to break out of it. Kindergarten. RTS is older than Riddle Alert 2. Don't appeal to you beyond the novelty of seeing what they were like. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe that's the problem, is that I don't know what level, because I didn't own a PC when I was a kid. 1997, I was 10 years old. Yeah, all I had was a Super Nintendo and was hoping to get a PlayStation 1 that year. So I can't pick one of these up and be like, I get it. It's weird though, because feel like I picked up something like Ultima or one of those old Western RPG dungeon crawlers, that I would have a better sense of what it's like. But I guess that, I mean, is there another genre that is unacceptable to play on a controller? I know there's like Halo Wars and stuff, but like this is PC native. You're not going to port it off PC ever. You're not going to port anything like it off PC, unless if it's like Brutal Legend or something. 92 is when Dune 2 was released. Okay. So if I think of like, it's on like a 5-year lag then. If this game was released in 97, you may as well think of it as having come out in 92 or even earlier. PC games were less polished and stuff on the Super Nintendo or the Genesis. Yeah, I feel like most developers hit their stride in the era of the Super Nintendo and Genesis. Nintendo basically always had their shit together for the most part, but there's a lot of really, really bad third-party devs, like LJN in the NES era and even into the Super Nintendo era. And I'm sure that some of those devs, you know, the people who worked for them learned lessons and moved on to other studios and got their shit together later on. Management in sim games, yeah. I've made those jokes about players having to deal with more jank. You know, it being a Western game thing might be part of the problem, kind of. PC devs wanted to push the envelope of added complexity that was possible. It actually makes me really interested to see like what was the philosophy of game design back in the day, because this game feels like, and this isn't to sound really mean to Warcraft 2, but I'm not saying it in a mean way. Like Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 1 feel like a Mario Maker level by someone that's never made a video and never looked at level design in a game before, right? Like it's constant towers of Goombas and 20 Bowsers being thrown at you. where it's just there because it looked cool to throw it in the maker and not because it was an actual good stage that taught the player anything. Or it feels like an early LJN game, and that might literally be true. I mean, it's 1997. Sure, you've played Super Mario Brothers and you've played Zelda and you've seen all this console material and you've played all these PC dungeon crawlers like Ultima or whatever, but once you make a new genre, like, are people even thinking about that at the time? See, okay, Lost Vikings is a fucking awesome game. I love that game with all of my heart. I forgot that's a Blizzard game. That throws a wrench into the whole thing, because Lost Vikings is really good level design. It's annoying because when you die, you basically have to restart, but a lot of 90s PC games are tech demos. Yeah. Let's paste 100 landmines everywhere. Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's all of these things compound on each other. It's the problem is I can't nail it down to one single issue that's causing the problem for me. It's not just not knowing what's on the map. It's not just the scripting being obtuse and unable to be understood until after you've spent an hour on the map. It's not understanding what the developer's intent is, and often I think it's that there is no intent. It's, let's paste 100 landmines on the map. Why not? I don't want to think how that's actually going to play. Like some of these maps, especially Beyond the Dark Portal, probably less so in the main campaign, but Beyond the Dark Portal, it feels like they were just like, let's make a cool layout of, we'll make like 20 towers in a row because it looks cool, and like nobody loaded the level and was like, wow, that's terrible. Let's go back in and tweak them now that we did the cool layout and make them make a little bit more sense. Yeah. The intent thing is the nexus point. If I can pick one thing that everything else revolves around, it's I enjoy video games, all kinds of video games, because I get the I see what you did there effect, where I'm playing the game and something happens and I'm like, I know the developer put that there for me to experience it in that way, right? It's like watching a movie and there's a shot and they're somebody's standing behind some bars and they're like trying to present the characters as though they're in a cage or something. You're like, oh, I get it, director. I see what you did there, you know. And I don't get that from the series so far or the genre. It's unfair to compare Lost Vikings with the RTS genre. Yeah, no, it's definitely not fair, but I guess coming from a perspective of we're Blizzard complete fledgling developers, this is the only thing they'd ever made. They didn't have an experience with anything else. They had no idea what they were doing, you know. And it's true for the genre itself, but I still feel like, I guess part of the problem is we're 40 years into video games now, right? And 40 years later, anyone who's up and coming, like, people think about design on purpose. But this doesn't seem all that different from, like, Calvin Ball. Like, it's not like, hey, I want to sit down and actually make a board game or make a tabletop RPG. It's probably... I've never played Chainmail, but I imagine this game feels like what Chainmail must have felt like. The original pre-D&D tabletop RPG. 4X is closer to an RTS than a management sim. Yeah, I'm interested to see Red Alert 2. If we did Red Alert 2, I would probably delete or hide or private the VODs on YouTube, unlist them, and just give it another shot, because that seems like the next logical one to go to if we're trying to go in like release order. I remember, I don't remember it too well, but I remember having a couple micro levels that were all about like, here, we set up these enemies very specifically around you, and you have to go bomb them in this order, and if you go in this order, you're going to die. Yeah, Explore and Conquer games like Civ. Civ is like Babby's first 4X game, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I upset somebody so much with my Red Alert 2 playthrough that they went through the entire page and put a dislike on every video on the same page as Red Alert 2, and then realized how many other VODs I had and gave up. All right, well, I've chatted about this for long enough, but I did want to get some discussion out there. Thanks, folks. That was a good talk. If you're interested, I think there was a productive, non-toxic, edifying conversation about this that went on for several hours in the general channel in Discord. If you search Warcraft 2, you can probably find it. I kind of restated a lot of the stuff from that here, but if you're interested in this, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, I'm interested to know. I'm interested to get more feedback from people.